So my name is Alicia.
My name is Paris.
And we are the founders of BK Yoga Club. Today we have a nice and quick post-workout stretch for you. So when your muscles are feeling tired, sore, your legs feel like, I don't know, they just want to fall off, we got you covered today. So meet you on the mat. Let's go. Today we are going to start on our knees. And I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can kind of see what this looks like. So I want you to curl the toes under, yep. And then we're gonna slowly go nice and easy because we're gonna put a lot of pressure on the toes early on. Bring your hips to meet your heels, yes. And so go easy on this one. You can lean back as much as it feels good, as much as that flexion feels good for the toes. Yeah, and we're just gonna start there, rocking a little bit side by side, just Paris is finding her balance here. So just rocking side by side, making it feel good. We're gonna start to break up the tension in the feet and in the fascia here and just opening up everything. And so I know this is a little uncomfortable, but bring your hands to your heart center and let's just set an intention for ourselves today. And the intention that I'm gonna set is to just be patient with myself. I'm offering myself patience today, especially in this posture. So whatever that is for you, bring your attention to your heart. Take a deep breath. Let's all inhale together. Exhale with the tongue out. And let's consider it already done. All right, let's get out of this. So bring your hands down to your sides, and we're gonna come on to the tops of our feet. So the tops of the feet, toenail side, is pressing into the earth here. Beautiful. And I want you to inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Nice and energetic here. And we're going to come for this wrap twist. So the left hand reaches to the outside of the right. And then take your right hand, swoop it all the way around. Oh, thank you, girl. Swoop it all the way around. That's what friends are for. And see if you can get your fingers to come into the crease or near the crease of your left thigh. Yep. So it's a real pretzel situation here. But inhale, grow long through the spine. And then as you exhale, allow the twist to grow a little deeper. So you're using that right knee as a little leverage, and then you're allowing the left fingertips to help pull you in a bit more. One more breath here. Inhale, grow long, grow tall. And then exhale, twist it out a little deeper. Whew. This feels really good today. All right, unravel it all. Come back to center. Shake it out. Roll the wrists, because that might felt a little crunchy there for you. And we're going to try this on the other side. So inhale, swoop the arms all the way up, nice and big, nice and energetic here. Shoulders aren't coming up near the ears, though, so only the arms are lifted. And then point your torso to that left knee. Take that right hand to the outside of the left knee, and then roll the left hand, swimming all the way around back. Yes, and see if you can come towards your right thigh here. Beautiful. Inhale, grow long and tall. And then exhale, twist it out. Bring it out, twist it out. Do what you got to do. One more breath. Inhale, nice and big. And then exhale, allow your gaze to reach or see if it can meet the back of the room. All right, uncurl, unravel, shake it out, roll the wrist out again. We don't want to feel any tension if we don't need to. And then we're going to make our way to downward dog. So spread the fingertips nice and wide, all 10 fingers, really pressing into the earth. And then come onto your feet, sending the hips up nice and high. So the hips go up to the sky and then towards the back of the room. Yes. And begin to pedal out the feet, bring blood to the hamstrings, bring some energy, bring some life. Yep, it's our first one. Maybe it's your first one of the day, but first one of this class. So let the head hang really heavy. Don't try to hold up your neck here, right? Let the head really drip down to the mat. Yeah, let it drip, let it drip. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale. We are being patient with ourselves. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. All right, inhale that right leg really long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room. Yep, and then bring your right foot all the way through between your two front hands. Release the left knee, uncurl those toes, and sweep the arms all the way up, nice and big, big sweeping motion, beautiful. And so from here, we want to ground our hips. So we're going to push the hips forward and down, keep the heart lifted energetically, energetically, energy shooting through the fingertips. And I want you to take your right hand, grab that left wrist. Yep, so grab it nice and firm, and we're gonna take a twist or a turn over to the right. So if you feel a little unstable here, draw the inner thighs together, almost like there's a magnet between your thighs, holding you stable, and then begin to take that bend over to the right. Yes, keep the heart nice and open, so don't fold forward here. If anything, look up. Take one more breath, inhale. And exhale, see if you can lean just a little bit further over. This lateral side body stretches are so, so good for waking up all the parts of the body. One more breath. Awesome. And then we come back to center. And then I want you to bring both of your hands down in the inside of your right foot. So we're going to come into a lizard pose, and you have options for your lizard. So I don't have blocks today. I have a blanket, so I'll use a blanket. But if you have blocks, you can bring blocks underneath of you to bring the floor up to meet you. It's not about how deep you go in this stretch, but you want to find comfort here. So if you have blocks, use blocks. You can stay up high on your hands. And if you are trying to stretch that thing all the way out, go low to the ground. Come onto your shins. See how that feels for you. It might be the move today. Might not be, right? But give it a try. Every day is different, right? Your body's going to call for different things. So just be with it. Ooh, this lizard feels good. And so a few things in your lizard, right? Allow your, I'm giving you permission. I know they don't do this all the time, but allow your right knee to like roll out. It's okay, right? Sometimes it gets into the hip crease in a different way. So it is okay if that right knee rolls out to the right. It's okay if your right foot even comes up off the mat. Make it feel good. It doesn't need to look like anything but what it looks like for you. So one more big breath here. How are you feeling, Paris? Amazing. Ooh, the deep voice. Sultry. Amazing. Okay, so we're gonna come up out of that. You were having a lot of fun. So come up high on your hands. If you were nice and low, we're gonna come up nice and high. If you have blocks, just move your blocks over, or your blanket, or whatever you're using. Move it over to the side. Awesome. And then I want you to heel toe your foot between your two front hands, and we're gonna kick our left leg up to a standing split. So lift that left knee off the mat, use a little bit of momentum here, and then whoosh, as we come all the way forward, left leg reaches up to the sky, toes can be flexed or pointed. I am not being picky today, just do what feels good for you. Right, so bring your hands almost in line with the front right toes if you can. And again, if you have blocks here, you can bring blocks underneath of you to bring the floor to meet you, for a little more stability. And maybe try flexing the toes and then pointing, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Last one, point, last one, flex. All right, beautiful. And we're gonna make this subtle transition, right? Because we're really trying to stretch out the body. We want to really allow the muscles to open up here. So I want you to take your left hand and start to reach it back. Yes, for the back of your left foot. So Paris is gonna do the modification here. You can stay just like this if this feels good for you, or you can begin to bring a little bit of tension, pressing into the back of your hand. Yes, 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 yes. You're doing it. You're doing it. I see you all out there. So the knee lifts up to the sky as you begin to put some tension, pressing into the back of the foot. Yes, and the front of this left thigh feels amazingly stretched right now. One more breath. Inhale. Ooh, you about to fall? Exhale. And bring both of your hands to frame your front foot. Take that left leg, bring it behind you, and we're gonna come into a pyramid pose. So I want both of your feet to be like railroad tracks. Yep, so give your thighs some space. It doesn't need to be so tight. But your left toes are pointed towards the left corner of the mat. Right toes are pointed all the way forward. And draw the inner thighs in together. Yes. So I'm pulling that left hip, that right hip back, and that left hip is pulling forward. Bring the shoulders nice and square in front of you. Chest is reaching to the front of the room. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, just bowing to the earth in a humble surrender here. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. All right, bend into that front right knee. Step back to plank pose. We're gonna hold our plank for one breath. Inhale. And then on the exhale, lower down to baby cobra or chaturanga, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, upward dog. or baby cobra. And then come into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, pedal out the toes here. Make it feel good, make it feel yummy. All right, I want you to inhale that right leg nice and long behind you again. This time bend into the right knee and circle it out. So make a big old circle, really getting into those hip creases, creating space here, getting them heat, getting them hot, getting them warm. And then extend the right leg nice and long behind you. Bring it down to the earth. All right, let's do that with that left leg this time. So shoot the left leg back. Bend into the left knee's reaching up to the sky, and then begin to carve a circle with that left knee. Yeah, so they could be bigger, small circles, whatever feels good. But reverse the circle now. I'm feeling hot. Hope y'all feel hot. And then extend the left leg nice and long behind you, and then bring it all the way through to the top of the mat. Release the right knee. Beautiful. And then come all the way up. Arms lift up to the sky. Uncurl the right toes here. Beautiful. All right, this time you're going to grab for the opposite hand. So you're going to grab your right to the left. You're going to twist, bend, tilt over. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then we're going to come all the way back to center. Awesome. And just take a moment here. Check in with your body. Notice how it's feeling. Notice any tight, sticky parts, right? And just give yourself a moment to be with it and breathe into it. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to prepare for our lizard on the opposite side. So you can bring your blocks back or your blanket or just stay up nice and high. I'm going to use the blanket and I'm going to come low here. How you feeling, Paris?
Amazing.
It wasn't as sultry this time. So let the head hang heavy here. In your lizard pose, I just want to encourage you to soften everything that you're not using. So soften the jaw, soften the space between the eyebrows, soften your shoulders, right? Sometimes when we're in these postures that create a little bit of tension in the body, we start to tense up, right? Everything wants to tense up, and everything doesn't. We can find softness as we do challenging postures. So I just invite you to check in here. Again, allow that left leg to roll out if it wants to, left knee to left side. The foot doesn't even need to be down to the earth if that feels good for you. And maybe even take little movements, have fun with it. Be in discovery of what is going on in your body. All right, but when we're done, when you feel complete and satisfied, come up high on your hands, remove your blocks or the padding off to the side, whatever you need it there. Heel toe the foot in between your two front hands. Awesome. Pick up that right knee, and we're going to come into a standing split. You're going to use a little bit of momentum that we're creating here, rocking back and forth, and then whoosh, yes. Kicking up that right leg nice and high to the sky, and let's do that again. Point the toes, and then flex the toes. Point the toes, and then flex the toes. It's almost like a little song. Point the toes, and then flex the toes. All right, last one. Point the toes, flex the toes here. Beautiful. And then we're going to come into our candy cane again. So make this adjustment nice and easy, nice and slow, right? Standing nice and tall on that left leg, nice and grounded down. Begin to reach that right arm towards the back of the room and reach for the back of your right foot. Yes, and you can stay right here. Trust me, this is stretching, this is balancing, this is working out, really working out that left leg. But begin to press into the back of your right foot for a little more stretch. And as you begin to press a little deeper, notice that your chest starts to open up a little more. And be with the wobbles. I'm wobbling, y'all. I'm shaking. One more breath. Inhale. Woo, I'm growing a little taller. Can y'all feel it? All right. Release both of your hands down to the earth. Send that right foot all the way back, and let's come into a pyramid pose here. So maybe you need to walk that left leg out to the left side a bit more. Yep, and then your right toes are pointed to the right corner of the mat, and you are going to pull that left hip back as that right hip rolls forward. So left hip pulls into the center, left hip pulls forward. Yep, creating a nice sturdy foundation for us here in pyramid. And send your heart forward, crown of the head goes forward, inhale. And then as you exhale, bow down, humble surrender to the earth. We are in awe. We do not know it all. One more breath. Inhale. and exhale. Awesome. All right, bend into that left front knee. Step back to plank pose. We're going to hold it for one breath. Inhale. Navel pulls all the way into the spine, pressing into the hands. Woo. All right, and then float through your vinyasa. Lower down chaturanga or any variation that feels comfortable for you today if you're feeling super sore. Upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Open up the throat. Create space here. Curl the toes under, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal it out. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Again, find some discovery, find movement. Don't make your downward dog static, right? So notice where the body is feeling tight or it's feeling stiff. Is it the ankles? Is it the feet? Maybe you curl the feet under and over. Maybe you play with your hips going side by side. Maybe you S-shape the spine a little here, but just be in discovery, little movements that feel good for you. All right, we're gonna shift forward into plank and then lower all the way down into our bellies, one whole piece here. So we're coming into our bellies. And we're gonna do a dynamic baby cobra. So bring the elbows to the rib cage, press the palms firmly into the earth, and then lift up chin, chest, all the way through belly button. Inhale, and then take a look to the right side, sorry. So take your gaze towards the right heels, and then come all the way back down to center. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then take a look over to the left. Yeah, twisting baby cobra is what we'll call this. One more time. Inhale, look up, look over to the right, come back to center, don't dip down, then just look over to the left. Don't dip down. One more breath, inhale, exhale, take it all the way down. Woo! Those little movements get you sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so spread the arms out like a big old airplane here. Yes. Big old airplane, big T shape here. And your forehead could touch down to the earth if that feels good. And just listen closely. This is a little awkward, but it will feel good. Just trust me. So you're gonna take your left foot and take your right hand, or your left hand. So left hand comes into the tops of the fingertips. Take your left foot and begin to flip it over to the right side. So it's on the outside of your right leg. Yeah, so that right hand is reaching out nice and long. This is a deep old shoulder stretch here. You can let the head hang heavy. Yeah, but use the tips of your left hand to just help ground you, right? To help give you a little more stability here. And you can make this fun. Come onto the tops here. Toes if you want to make it very like artistic. Just take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's roll back to center. Yeah. All right, and then extend the left arm out nice and long here. And we're going to do that on the opposite side. So tent the fingers on the right side. So the right fingertips come to a tent, or the tops of the fingertips, and then extend that right leg out nice and long, lift it up as you begin to roll over on that left side. So this time your right toes come to the outside of the left thigh. And this is a very, very, very deep shoulder stretch here. So if this feels good and yummy for you, like pause the video. You can stay here longer than this allows. But yeah, be with it, breathe through it, be in discovery while you're here. And the foot can be flat. Or like I said, you can get very artistic with it and come into the tops of the toes very gracefully. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back to center. Beautiful, beautiful. And then bring your hands underneath of your shoulders. Awesome. And then I want you to press all the way up. Beautiful. Press all the way up. And then we're going to shoot our legs. Swing the feet around. Big old fishtail again. Nice and long here. And I'm going to face you this way. So I want you to bring the left foot into the right thigh here. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, and then point your torso to that right leg. And then come over, allow the hands to fall where they want to. So your hands could reach like They could reach your shin, your ankle. If you can grab the back of your foot, that's awesome. Just be wherever you're at, though. But you want to allow your body to find this deep stretch here. So let the head hang heavy. Find a softness in the jaw, softness in the space between your eyebrow, right? We don't want to create extra tension where we don't need it. We're allowing the body to stretch and release. We're applying pressure in certain places, but only to release the tension. So don't apply pressure where you don't need it. All right, now I want you to open up here. So open up that left arm up to the sky. Open up the heart a little bit. Yep, take your gaze up if you can. You'll notice when we're closed off how that feels for when you open it up. You'll start to feel it in that side lower back a little more. One more big breath. Inhale, and then exhale. All right, then come all the way back up. And because I love a good hip thrust, let's throw this in here. So bring your fingertips to the sides of you, yes. And then place the palms down this time. We're gonna take that right hand, and the right hand is gonna swing to the left side of the room, and then begin to push the hips up to the sky, yes. And so that right foot makes contact with the earth all the way down. And you can have fun with this. Paris is making it dynamic, right? So she's going in and out of it. I'm holding mine's static, but just find what feels good, right? So like be in discovery. If you need a little more, if you need a little less, if you wanna roll it all the way out, whoa, that was deep. But whatever feels good, have fun as we're stretching it out, right? As we're allowing our body to find some play as we release the soreness. All right, you back on earth? Yeah. That was a lot. I saw you. You was doing a lot. All right, let's switch it out. So let's bring the right foot to the left leg. Inhale the arms up, nice and big. Maybe take a smile. Yeah, there you go. All right, bring your chest to the left leg, and then again, slowly begin to fold forward over the left leg. Let the head hang heavy, so don't hold the neck up. Find softness here. And again, maybe try to walk it out. So if you're at the knee, see if you can walk the fingertips out just a little bit more. And you'll create a little bit of tension, but healthy tension is good. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, fold forward a little deeper here. Allow the heart to melt onto the thigh, melt onto the earth. And then open it up here. So open up that right arm just a little. Yeah, take your gaze up. And then close it back off, come down. And then slowly peel yourself all the way back up. And we're going to thrust it up to the sky again. So roll the shoulders back, plant the palms down and back of you. And then this time we're gonna take that left arm swims over to the right side of the room as you begin to lift your hips up, and that left leg makes contact, the sole of the left foot makes contact fully with the earth. And again, Paris was being dynamic last time. Is she doing it this time, y'all? Hopefully. Oh, I see her, there she goes. Oh, she's always dynamic. I'm just gonna hold it, but be in discovery, find movement, take a big breath, make this the expression of yourself today. Woo, I'm patient with myself. So if this feels a little awkward, like you may not get it today, maybe you get it the next time, but it's all a process. All right, exhale, come all the way back down, lower the hips, let's ground that plane, ground it down now. And I want you to bring your soles of the feet back to the earth here. And we're gonna take it all the way down for our Shavasana. And if you have a blanket or blocks, this is like another way you can do your Shavasana that I enjoy. So if you have a blanket, like fold it up like a little Tootsie Roll situation and bring it underneath of your knees. So it really provides some extra relaxation for the lower back, especially since we're relieving our sore, tired muscles. And if you have blocks, the blocks can go underneath the knees too. And just find the adjustment that feels good for you, yeah. And just allow the body to be, allow it to rest, allow it to settle in, knowing that rest is really the real way we repair our bodies. So being in this moment of rest, being patient with ourselves throughout the process. Thank you for practicing with us today, and we will see you again on the mat. Woo! I hope you guys feel nice and relaxed and stretched after that flow. I know I did. How about you? Yeah, I'm ready. My post-workout feels amazing. If you like this type of video, or if you like, I don't know, thought we were kind of cool and entertaining, please make sure that you follow Well and Good, and also follow us at BK Yoga Club on all the social networks, and we will see you next time on the mat. Peace, y'all.